Hey, it's DaDivine One, and I'm going to be speaking on, in this video, I'm going to be speaking on if a spiritual person should just stay single. So let's go ahead and hop on into it. Should a spiritual person just stay single? It's really hard to tell because people don't realize it's like when a spiritual person wants to be with someone, they don't want to just, do all the normal things, or they don't want to just be super mediocre or whatever. They're willing to do anything, but the most important thing that they want to do is help that person on their spiritual journey and to be creative with that person, and to really tap into energy that can like help you do supernatural things. And a lot of people don't realize when a spiritual person wants to be with someone and they get, if that person thinks that they're trying to do something bad to them, that spiritual person is going to be hurt and actually really broken, because spiritual people, obviously, they're different. Obviously, they think differently than a lot of guys or girls or whatever. They think differently, and they also feel differently. We all have the same emotions, and we all have the same feelings. But spiritual people go through certain things that a lot of people don't go through every day. So when a spiritual person gets looked at as a bad guy or a bad girl, they actually really, like, inside, they actually break. And that's why I want to speak on this, because it's hard for a spiritual person to actually find love in these days. A spiritual person wants to be with someone, but not just be with them and just do whatever. Not just that, but they actually, what they really want to do is teach that person things that they might not know, or be creative with that person, and help that person tap into certain energy that will help them upgrade as a spirit. And it doesn't really have to do much with money. Money, yes, money is good to have in this world, so you can, level up. It's good to have money in this world. But spiritual people are not really focused on that. They actually are focused on the spirit. And when you look at spirit, we are the spirit. And what is the spirit? Spirit is God. God is the spirit. So what people need to understand and overstand is God is within you. God is the spirit. God is within you. In your body is the church, or the body is your temple. The body is your house. So spiritual people, should we stay single in these days? The ultimate answer is I don't really have an answer to that. I don't have an answer to that. Should spiritual people stay single? Only if a spiritual person should only stay single if they can't find someone that actually wants to be spiritual with them, and that wants to upgrade as a spirit. Because like I said, a spiritual person wants to create with someone, wants to tap into certain energy that will help them be supernatural. And when it comes down to it, life is way more supernatural than what people think. Because when you're talking about God, God is that energy that goes with the progression of life. And the devil is that energy that goes against the progression of life. So yes, the devil is real and God is real, but what you need to understand is, and you shouldn't be afraid of tapping in to supernatural energy. You shouldn't be afraid of that, because that's what life is. Life is supernatural. The last thing I want to say is, the devil is real and God is real, but it's up to you to choose what side you want to be on. What type of energy do you want to use? What kind of supernatural energy do you want to tap into? And we live in a world where a lot of people are just not spiritual. And is that necessarily bad? It can be. It can be bad, but it's not really that bad, because nobody's perfect. But it's really good for people to be spiritual, because you can keep your soul safe in that way. And yeah, that's my video. Should a spiritual person stay single or not? I don't know. Like I said, if a spiritual person can't find someone that wants to be spiritual with them, if they cannot find someone that wants to be spiritual with them, then they should just stay single. But if they do find someone that wants to be spiritual with them and that wants to tap into that supernatural energy, then yes. Like if they can find someone that wants to tap into that supernatural energy, then yes, it's great for a spiritual person to be with a person that wants to be spiritual with them. Yeah. So the last thing, I just want to say before I end this video, I just want to say, be careful. My generation, we are living in the best times, but also the worst times. My generation, we have it so good. The newer generations and my generation, we have it so good. We really do. We have it so good. We know things that a lot of other older generations don't know. And we need to, my generation and the newer generations should really try to become more awake. Because when you become more awake, you're able to use this advanced world that we're living in, where when you become awake, you're going to be able to use this advanced world to make a change. So yeah, there we go. It's DaDivine One. I hope everybody is doing okay. And yeah, peace and love.